Yeah, the adrenaline is pumping pretty hard, my fellow Spider nerds, because we just got our second official trailer for Spider-Man: No Way Home, which I'm pretty sure is safe to say is now the most anticipated movie of the year. Like, yeah, this is Endgame all over again. Let's all wish ourselves and others luck when tickets go on sale. But until then, let's talk about this trailer because there are some things I saw in it that need to be talked about. So here we go. We see here that as in the first trailer, Peter Parker goes to Doctor Strange for help. He wants the world to forget that he's Spider-Man, but he messes it up. And Doctor Strange says, we started getting some visitors from every universe. We see that Green Goblin shows up for that highway fight scene. Yeah, the one we saw with Doc Ock in the first trailer. So it looks like there are gonna be a couple of Raimi villains in this scene. And yeah, alright, I'll touch on Goblin's look here. It's not exactly the same as it was in the Raimi movies. It's a lighter shade of green. That's pretty much it. I've heard some people say that they were hoping for an upgrade to the Goblin look because the suit looks like a costume. I get where they're coming from, and there's a part of me that agrees. But honestly speaking, I have a feeling that when I actually see this on the big screen, the nostalgia bomb is gonna hit me so hard, I'm not gonna care. Cause I'm gonna be too busy being all like, that's the Green Goblin, Willem Dafoe from my childhood movies. Cause yeah, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, they shaped my childhood. I get giddy whenever I watch these movies, even the third one, because I just have fond memories of watching them when I was a kid. So seeing elements from those movies in a new trailer for a new Spider-Man movie now, like Green Goblin, like Dr. Octopus, like Sandman, yeah, I get super nostalgic. What can I say? Now, of course, I'm not saying that nostalgia and fan service make for a good movie, and so in that, I am hoping that this movie has a little more substance. I have faith, though. Of course, one of the biggest rumors that I forgot to touch on in my video about the first trailer, I can't believe I forgot, but I did, is that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are gonna show up in this movie as their Spider-Men, and we're gonna have a Spidey team up against a group of 6 sinister villains. That's been one of the rumors pretty much ever since it was announced that Electro and Doctor Strange were gonna be in this movie, like over a year ago. And up until tonight, I was about 75% sure that it was true, but now that I've watched this trailer, I'm at about 95, 97, 98%. There's a point where Doc Ock is fighting Spider-Man and he's like, you're not Peter Parker. Right there, I was like, okay, so Tobey and Andrew are gonna be in it. Because just the fact that he mentions that, logic says that that point is gonna go on. He's probably gonna be like, oh, my Peter Parker looks different. And then narratively speaking, why would he mention that if we're not gonna see him later? That would just be bad storytelling. So yeah, Tobey and Andrew are gonna be in it. But actually, it looks like Dr. Octopus becomes an ally at a point in this movie. Because there's a point where you see him talking with Tom Holland and Zendaya and Ned, and they seem to be getting along alright.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Dr. Otto Octavius.
Wait, no, seriously, what's your actual name?
It actually does make sense that Ock does become an ally because given the ending of Spider-Man 2, spoiler alert for that, just saying, Otto Octavius redeemed himself at the end of that movie. He became good again. He's not a terrible guy, so I'm guessing that goes for him in this movie as well. Just a theory though, we'll see what happens. I was actually surprised to see J.K. Simmons in this trailer, like actually him in a scene. So yeah, it's official. We will actually have a scene with J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson in this movie for the first time since 2007. Like where he's not on a screen, he's actually like there. You know what I'm saying? Like I've said before, he is one of the best parts of the Raimi trilogy. I know that kind of feels like I'm undercutting other things about that trilogy, but I'm not. But it's true. Like, yeah, Tobey Maguire is actually my favorite Spider-Man. He's one of the best things about that trilogy, and so is J.K. Simmons. You see what I mean? But alright, getting to the down and dirty of this movie, I like the fact that story-wise, this trailer does still keep it pretty vague. Like, we don't know exactly what's going on when it comes to the multiverse in this movie. But it does seem really dire, which I'm not gonna lie, scares the fuck out of me. I'm scared. I'm scared for Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Like, I hope he makes it out of this movie okay. And the same goes for Ned and MJ. I hope they make it out of this movie okay too. I mean, MJ falling there straight up reminds me of Gwen Stacy falling to her death in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which I'm sure is what they were going for. Yeah, it's enough to make me tense up. I don't want Zendaya to die. But it seems like this movie is gonna deal a lot with the concept of fate. You know, destiny, very high stakes. Really, it's this part right here that gave me that vibe.
You're flying out into the darkness to fight ghosts.
What do you mean?
They all die fighting Spider-Man. It's their fate.
Okay, so are the villains that show up in this movie, like, actually ghosts? Because yes, we did see most of them, not all of them, but most of them die in the movies they came from. Doc Ock died, Green Goblin died, Electro died. Is it gonna be like BioShock Infinite, where they remember dying in another universe and they're just in a weird, contorted state because of that? Yeah, you remember that part in BioShock Infinite. That's some creepy shit, and awesome. I don't know though. It seems just as good a theory as any other. Whatever that cube thing is though, it seems to be really important. And actually I was talking with my brother about this. He was like, it's the Tesseract 2.0. And I was like, maybe it is. Because maybe it's the thing that opens up doors to different universes. So a cube that opens up doors, we've already had one of those in the MCU. I don't know though, again, it's just a theory. A lot of theories going around. And of course, this trailer gives us a little more. We get to see more of the villains that are gonna show up in this movie. Namely, Electro, the Lizard, and Sandman. So that brings it up to a total of 5 villains in this movie. It's those 3 plus Gabi and Doc Ock. Which again begs the question, if they're going for 6, who's the 6th one? My guess is still on Venom. But there's a shot in this trailer with these villains that pretty much confirmed for me that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are gonna be in this movie. It's this shot right here. Really think about it. Tom Holland's Spider-Man is not about to go up against these 3 big powerhouse villains by himself. He would not charge headfirst into that. So he probably has some help that we're not seeing in this trailer because they probably edited it out. Also, look at the Lizard there. He is not aiming for Tom Holland at all. Unless he has the aim of a Stormtrooper, I'm pretty sure he's going for one of the other 2 Spider-Men. So yeah, again, I'm 99.9% sure that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are going to reprise their roles in this movie. And I really hope I'm right. And then at the very end of this trailer, there's that bit my brother was like, what the hell is going on here? And so I looked at it and I was like, holy shit, I have no idea. It looks like the doors to the Spider-Verse are opening up or something. That just looks nuts. Also, wild guess, I don't think Doctor Strange is going to be the only person in that shot in the final movie. He just looks a little too lonely up there. We'll see. So, in conclusion, Spider-Man No Way Home? Mother of God. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the Avengers Endgame of 2021. Tickets are gonna go really fast. I gotta be ready for that shit. Cause I'm actually planning on going opening night with a few friends. So here's hoping we get good seats. This movie's gonna be crazy. I heard it's gonna be like over 2.5 hours long, which would make it the longest Spider-Man movie. And I heard it's gonna be deep and dark, maybe even a little brutal, according to Tom Holland anyway. All that to say, folks, we are not prepared. God help me. So, the official trailer for Spider-Man No Way Home. I assume you've watched it by now. What do you think about it? What are your plans for when the movie comes out? And what villain are you looking forward to seeing the most? Whatever you think, go ahead and leave a comment. And of course, thank you for subscribing. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go watch this trailer again and again and again and again. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Peace!